Hello ladies and gents, my name is Sergeant Darren Lobo. I'm just making this video real quick just to kind of give people advice, people who maybe are thinking about going the same route. I just kind of finished. A little bit of background: I joined the Army Reserve in 2015. Got my conditional release approved, I think it was April of 2020. And I'm just now graduating AIT as a 13 Fox from Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So I guess I'll just give you a little bit of background and then kind of go through how it happened, what to expect, and maybe what not to expect. So in the reserve, I did, again, 5 years. And I did a lot of ADOS orders. I kind of jumped on every opportunity available to do extra little random missions, whether it be a 3-day, a couple months, here and there. And I realized, active duty is kind of, hopefully, going to work out for me. It's what I enjoy best. There's a lot of benefits to it, obviously. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who are in the reserve now thinking the same thing. So again, that's the only reason I'm making this little dialogue video. So I got it approved in April. I took action, I want to say it was March of 2020. I just got back from BLC at Fort Dix, New Jersey. I was on a new contract for my civilian job, and then the COVID-19 pandemic hit everything. And our next project was supposed to be in a bunch of hospitals, so naturally they fired the contractors. I was thinking it was just going to be a little thing, didn't think anything of it, figured I'd ride out my reserve contract. And, a couple months later, it became to be too much. I was trying to work, I was really trying, and there was a lot of COVID excuses, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I put my paperwork in probably mid-August, and they shipped me September 5th. So September 5th, I showed up to Fort Sill and showed up to the training battalion, the reception battalion. And COVID process, I won't talk about too much. They had an interesting procedure that I'm sure is still going to continue on as long as this pandemic exists. And anyways, so you had to get 2 negative tests consecutively to be, green lighted to get out of reception. So that took 17 days for me. So I did 17 days at reception. Then I showed up to Alpha Battery, which was just one of the batteries of the battalion where all the artillery cats do their AIT. So I waited at Alpha Battery for about 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, maybe I'm exaggerating, for basically a class to start at Bravo Battery. So while my time in Alpha Battery was really relaxed. That battery, I'm not sure how it will be when you guys go through there. That's if you choose to be a 13 series MOS. Anyways, it was pretty much just, wake up, PT, the rest of the day was yours, because you're literally just there to wait for your class to start. So my class picks up, I want to say it was early October. So that's its own thing. My class didn't have, it was myself and one other non-AIT. I was the only NCO in that class, which I was really nervous about as a newly promoted NCO. Having that knowledge of, okay, I'm supposed to be training the guys who I'm in the same class with. How do I go about, stepping up my game as far as knowledge and physical stuff? It was not easy. And honestly, I think for most people, you probably just need to put that notion in the back of your head and just focus on the level 1 tasks and get good at those, and then just apply yourself to obviously getting where you need to be in due time. It's not going to come overnight. This was a very big change of scenery for me. I came out of transportation as an idiot Mike. Anyways, we do land nav our first couple weeks. First week. Super basic stuff. You had to get 4 out of 5 points to pass, obviously. I get, myself and my non-IT buddy, we got 5 out of 5. was really Cadillac course, Fort Sill. The training areas are actually pretty beautiful. I was impressed. And so yeah, we did that. You do a dry run the day before, and then you do your test day. Hey, if you don't get 4 out of 5, you have to retake this. They might change it in the ISAP to where, the ISAP always changes it. It could be where, hey, if you don't pass this, you have to start over from day 0 again, which is not the end of the world technically because you're still early on. So after land nav, again, this is my class. The ISAP and all that might change. I know a lot of the political side of it. They're trying to make it as good as possible, as beneficial as possible for all 10 weeks. I don't think I said that, by the way. It's about 10 weeks. And some change, just tail end is for graduation stuff. Anyways, so after land nav, we moved into commo, right, which is just your Evans radio, your SINGAR stuff. Again, if you're prior service, all this stuff you should know, but it's not impossible if you don't. My unit was really bad about getting us radio time. We went to NTC without radios, which blows my mind. Anyways, so yeah, putting a radio in my hand and loading ComSec and learning how to basically use it to its full capabilities was good. We had good, excellent civilian instructors. They'll kind of hold your hand if they need to. But again, it's very any military course is going to be set up to where you can basically put a monkey through it, so long as the monkey does what the instructor says. That monkey will graduate with that, or whatever the course requirements are. One of my favorite things about the military. Anyways, so yeah, you go in radios, get tested on that. Not hard at all. I finished my test in about maybe 15-20 minutes and walked out. Just kind of enjoyed walking around Fort Sill. After that, you'll move on to actually doing your job, or at least practicing it in the simulator. So a simulator is actually not crazy impressive, but they're very cool. So for us, and what it will be for you if you choose to be a 13 Fox, is basically you're in like a college classroom, a small college classroom with rows of seats, and they had 2 big fancy projectors, good speaker system, and behind you the instructor sits on a couple monitors. It's a very high-tech system as far as all the hardware and software that goes into this program. So you'll sit there with your map, protractor, your OF fan, your map markers, your